joining us. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for following us. Thank you all for sending us.
Man, we at 219 subscribers. And just slightly over a month. That's truly a blessing. Y'all been tuning in every Saturday so far to see what we're talking about with our journey on this VSG. Say your name.
I am me.
It's your boy Weeze. And today's episode is on the Psych Evaluation. This is I won't say this is an easy video, but this is something that, this process of what we had to go through, for the Psych Evaluation is something that was definitely needed. It took us way back to our childhood, damn near since birth.
Really think.
And it helps you understand why we got to the size we are, how we got there, had us open up, brought us to tears a little bit, talking to Dr. Connie Stapleton. And so if you watch this video, this is episode 4, as we stated. You're 3 videos possibly behind. Hopefully you've been watching us since day 1. So make sure you go back and watch the other 3 videos. Then come back to watch this video, get you caught up. And
we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Today's episode is on our Psych Evaluation. This Psych Evaluation was something that really meant a lot to me because it had me thinking on my childhood, early stages of our marriage, our current stages of our marriage, back even our college days. So before we get into our Psych Evaluation, I just want to briefly go over our process. So when you go through our type of a procedure, whether it be a bypass or a gastric sleeve, every requirement is different. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield, and our requirement is a 6-month process. Along with this 6-month process, we had to take, we had our initial consultation. We had to meet with a nutritionist to talk about the foods, the do's and don'ts of what we can eat and cannot eat before and after the procedure. We had a pulmonary function test, which, when's yours?
Mine is, I have to get a referral from the doctor on Thursday.
And I already had mine. You watched the last video,
and
video
that's
3.
Because, wait, I guess it makes sense. Right now I have Cigna. He currently has Blue Cross Blue Shield. Because we're going through Dr. Titus Duncan, he does not accept Cigna, so I'm
putting it on my back and we're going to do it together.
Hey.
We got to do a cardiac clearance, which is like a heart study.
Yes.
We got to do a stress test, which I think is overnight. Or maybe a take-home stress test, sleep test. No, sleep test. The stress test is just a standard stress test. They're going to hook you up.
I think our date is November. I don't know.
November 5th. November 5th is this. And then we had to have a psych evaluation, what we have now, what we just did that on Thursday with Dr. Connie Stapleton.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 6 weight loss classes. We already had 1 weight loss class. You watch episode 3, you'll see this the weight loss and the pulmonary function test. And then, so this means we should be done around February. But one of the more key things that we had to do is the psych test. And so this video is for some of you who have not had a psych test, of course, and those who are considering a gastric sleeve, then this is one of the things that you had to do if you going through an insurance. If you paying out of pocket, I don't think they gonna charge you because you paying it straight out. But this psych test, what's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts were, well, first let me tell y'all, she told me after I gave her the whole rundown, because every question became a question after a question after a question.
You pick up something. She had 6 questions, picking it back on that question.
I was like,
Shit,
but it made me reflect on, because she told me she said at the end, she said I needed counseling. Nah,
I've been told
I was like,
counseling.
but what? She said, because. She said, no, that's not why she said it. She said it's because of trauma from my childhood. she said when I spoke about that, and when I told her I never really opened up to anybody, I never really opened. I know, I was like, I tried to put it on my mom. I was like, you sure you me or you mean somebody else in my family? No, she was like, dang. But
your family crazy on my way too.
But she said,
all of me.
But she said that because of trauma from my childhood, that could have created the eating pattern.
Basically, what she's saying is that issues that she may have went through, and again, like she had a super trauma tied, but something very small that you think, because she asked her, how did you get over it? And she's like, well, I went to college, I moved on.
I grew.
And she grew with her, but she's like, yeah, that thing could lie dormant. Mm-hmm. And so you never know, a situation could cause a problem that you may have in your life to come back. You see, you may went through something, it could have been abuse, it could have been a rape, it could have been molestation, it could have been, a fight, a fall, whatever the case may be. And so you may have worked it out yourself. You may have received some type of counseling. Maybe talk to a pastor or uncle or whatever the case may be. But you may have self-medicated yourself. I mean, you went deep into yourself and got moved on from it. Mm-hmm. But it lies dormant. And so it's waiting and waiting and waiting. And it could take a cologne smell. It could take a look-alike, someone that looks like something that happened to your past, or a feeling, a vibe. You have been somewhere, you feel something like, man, I feel like I've been here before. Mm-hmm. And so that could trigger the past to come back out, and could lead back to old habits. And our old habits, and a lot of people who may be watching, is food, whatever. What causes you to eat a lot? What causes you to eat bad? What causes you to wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, to eat?
And you know what else is funny? She was like, well, is your mom big? Is your dad big? Was your dad big? Is your sister and brother? And I kept saying no to everything, but then when I home with the phone,
she's like, damn, are you perfect? Because you answered no to everything.
She was like, well, what happened to you? But then I thought about it when I was on the phone. I'm like, technically, if you think about their age and more about them, their health challenges and stuff like that, I was like, technically, it might not be morbid obese, but they technically are really obese. And I'm like, because they look smaller than me, I just automatically said I'm the obese one, I'm the big one. But everybody has something to lose.
And so, and with my situation, like I said, I was small in college. Well, small in high school. Ooh. I mean, I wasn't huge. I mean, I was about 210, like 220. I played football. I was active, and I was healthy, I would say. So, and I grew up in an Islamic household, so we ate fish and we ate rice and we had bean soup and we had bean pies and we had a healthy thing that normally a Muslim woman would prepare for their family. And so I was small. It wasn't until I got to college that I was exposed to a meal plan. We had a 30 meal plan, whatever. That shit was like going to Golden Corral for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're just eating and eating and eating and eating. So I think I gained 50 pounds my freshman year, and then from there it was a wrap. And so we tried to reduce the meal plan, but then I ended up getting an apartment, so we started eating whatever. So I mean, our weight loss came probably together. Like we actually, when people say you grow in love, we grew in food. So we when we got married, we relocated to Tampa, and we was eating heavy in Tampa. And I don't know, it's the unhappy days of our marriage that caused us to just grow. But I didn't pick up the weight loss in her. She didn't really pick up the weight loss in me. And so it's those type of thoughts because of this psych evaluation that had us thinking now, even when I married, like what was going on back in 2000 when we got married that caused us to get to this stage now. I remember us going to Tampa, and I'm gonna make this real short, and we went to Busch Gardens. I think it's right around time the Montu or the the Montu or the one of the roller coasters just opened up, and I'm on a roller coaster, and I'm strapped down like we are now. We sitting down. They put the little clamps over us, and they locked her in, and then it's time for me to get locked in. Like the roller coaster, the feet was dangling, so there's only the top rail, and so Mete's sitting down next to me. So Mete's sitting where I'm at. I'm her, but she's me. Whatever. Yeah. So the clamp going down, and they could not clamp me in. They pushing down on me, like pushing down like this. And the clamp would not clank so I can proceed with the roller coaster. So me clamped in, I'm sitting there clamped in, and it's these little girls behind me. I swear to God, if I ever see these motherfuckers again in life, this is gonna be on. But they're like, oh my God, he's too fat. He's fat. I'm on a ride. Come on.
Can I make you feel better about this story.
Me. You know what I'm saying? So I was so hurt, and everybody was laughing at me. I could not climb. So the lady and the guy, the young guy who worked at the roller coaster was like, "Sorry, sir, you had to get up." So I'm like, "Thank you." So they raised up the thing. I get up. I walks away. I'm like, "Man, don't worry about this shit, Mete, man. We'll get on another roller coaster." Mete slapped that like, bye.
Wait.
To this day, I have not been to any roller coaster, a theme park, a Six Flags, a fucking Stone Mountain, Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, nothing. But after this surgery, on my mama, I'm going back to that Busch Garden theme park. And if you watching this fucking YouTube video, I hope you work there.
Can I make you feel better?
No, because you left me, yo.
I want to make him feel better about this story. Do you know it was only like not even a month after I had money? So of course I'm gonna be smaller.
It doesn't matter. If I got up, you should have got up.
I did get up.
See, that's the trigger.
I did get up.
This triggering me again. I want something to eat right now. I'm gonna make me.
Yeah. Anyway.
But it's stuff like this that brought up. Like I haven't thought about this really in a long time. But it's things like this that makes you reflect on, the time that was going on in your life. Like I was really about 400 pounds at that point, whatever. And so what caused you to get to 400 pounds? So that's what this test, brought out. It's going to bring out in you. So if you had this test, just be prepared. Not ready for
It just makes you like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe that I really couldn't do
like,
a little bit more.
I cried. Like I did my stress test. It was everything's done. We did from the iPad. So I was almost like a FaceTime meeting with Dr. Connie Stapleton. So I was outside the job. I had to send everyone home. Like I told Mete going to go to work, Ameera go in, whatever. And I was outside. Just had a moment because it had me really thinking about my pops because I was really trying to please him when he was alive in order to with my weight loss. And then when he died, I really didn't want to lose weight no more. I really didn't care no more. So I gained. So I lost. Again, we talked about this in the last video. I lost weight, but I ended up gaining it back. And so I'm back to my heaviest size. I don't feel like 400 pounds, but I'm back to my heavy. I think I put on some muscles, some muscle weight, whatever. But I'm back to my weight. So that's something that I got to deal with. And it scares me now, even going through this process. That am I mentally ready? And to be honest with you, I shouldn't even say this because they may be watching it. I don't think I'm ready. There it is. But I will get ready. It's still mental to me. Like it's something that I'm still trying to figure because we don't eat a lot. I eat a lot of good stuff. Maybe that's the problem because she don't really cook bad stuff anymore. And I don't eat at work, lunch and shit like that, whatever, bad, heavy. But like my manager said, that I'm maintaining the weight by doing something wrong. So that's something I need to figure out personally. And that's what this psych test brought out of me. What about you?
And for me, I thought about my mom. I thought about where were the people, where was the motivation?
Shout out to Renew.
Back in the, Well, mine really made me reflect on not myself, but my kids. Mainly my daughter Ameera, because I kind of wrote this so I remember, but I was like, dang. Back then, there was nothing. I don't remember, saying, hey, or somebody saying, hey, let's go walk. Hey, let's go work out. Or anything like that. So of course I never had that kind of motivation in me. So it kind of, I had to get that myself. And then once I started, because Dr. Connie actually told me, she said, you are doing everything right. She was like, I told her I've lost weight, a lot of weight on my own. I wasn't this size. She was like, you're doing a lot on you're doing good on your own. But she knows I can still anybody can use a little bit help. So then I held it in the back of my head that my daughter was my biggest motivation. Because I was like, I wanted to be the mother that helped my daughter, not to focus so much on me and not my kids. So I'll get a little personal too. I kind of wrote so I don't forget. But I said, my daughter, she has a high BMI. She would be considered obese, to say the least. She told me this, and I'm holding on to it. She wanted me to go first with the sleeve, and I said I would. You can almost call me, maybe I could consider myself as a guinea pig at this point, but I will do that.
I'll take that.
I will do that because I know that tells me that someone is watching me.
And I have someone at my job, I'm not going to say their names, who told me that I want y'all to go and have y'all, so I want to say how cute y'all going to be before I do it. So it's people watching us. So again, the purpose of the video, not to cut you off, is that we're trying to inspire, not to influence. At no point have you ever hear us say, you should get it, you should get this, you should do this. No, you may not, the sleeve or this gastric procedure may not be for you. This is what we decided to do after years and years of putting in work. We decided to go this route to skip ahead a few steps, and so we can continue. Like, we even signed up for RI28 again. If you've been following us, we've been doing that for months, and it's really been working for us. I think at our size, it's not really putting in. We went out and seeing the benefits of it. After the surgery, we're going to definitely see the benefits because it's going to help us get to our goal. So all these are just steps, and that's going to come together to make a bigger puzzle come together.
And my takeaway from Dr. Connie was that when I thought about all the health problems within my family, diabetes, the heart problems, the high blood pressure, etc., and I thought to myself, I'm not the only one not healthy. No one is healthy. And I didn't want to continue that cycle.
You about to cry?
No. Oh. I didn't want to continue that cycle within my home and with my children.
My takeaway is that my wife find me crazy in the mother.
Well, then that means we both have crazy motherfuckers, a crazy family. It's okay, I guess. It's
Your
okay.
family crazy in the mother.
Hey, yours is too.
Hey,
That's why we get. That's why we get along. Okay.
But them backwoods Alabama babies, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a story how I met her brother Mike.
Oh my God. No, go ahead.
No.
Commercial break.
That has nothing to do with the psych test. That doesn't do with the psych test. But again, the psych test, we had to take a 340-some part question test, and the question they're asking like repeated questions of the same thing. Have you committed suicide? Or not have you committed suicide? Have you thought about committing suicide? You often think about suicide often. Strongly disagree, whatever. And then it was the same question, remix, flip, same thing over and over again. 300 questions of suicide. When the last time you punched somebody? When the last time you want to punch somebody? When the last time you was angry? Do people around you think you angry? Do you strongly disagree? People think that you are weak, strongly disagree, like that, whatever. So once we got to that
was cool. But then when we failed a few of the
and so we had to take a test. We had to take quizzes. We had to watch 4 videos, and each video had a quiz. At the end of each quiz, they give you the answer they show you the answer that you got right, but they don't show you the answer you got wrong. But you know the numbers you have right. Man, I got 50s. We were like, God damn, I'm dumb as shit. How do I fail a fucking psych test? I had a 40%, I had a 30%, I had a 20%. I'm like, man, I'm gonna need a GED.
And then at one time, I was all excited. I was like, don't be looking at my answers.
Man, she took that shit serious. She was like this, taking the test with her. I'm trying to give it an answer. No, don't give it an answer, but
yeah, I did not want him to help me. I wanted to feel like I was accomplished.
And we watched the video. It was just the question that they asked you.
Like, dang,
it was like, Anwar needs to blank so he can do blank, but all the answers sound like the right answer. So it was I don't know.
I loved it.
It was really thought provoking, whatever. But it showed us that we needed to do some thinking about our marriage, about our life, our childhood, my father, her mother, her brothers, Tampa, Alabama. Everything that comes with Mete and I.
I actually felt like I was on top of the world for the remainder of the day because I was like.
Until they told us she need more counseling.
No, they said counseling. Did I talk about that?
She said you need to go see someone.
No, she said because then I was like, dang, I didn't say
yeah.
I didn't say.
I tried to tell you that for years. Dr. Connie tell you that, and then you want to consider it. I've been telling you need some motherfucker.
Wait. Oh my God, that was so funny. I was like, Dr. Connie, skip. That mess was funny because I tried to make
that was 30 years ago.
I tried to make her change her answer. She was like, no.
She's like, no, motherfucker, you need to go see somebody immediately.
Oh my God, I'm about to cry.
Then she ain't tell me that. She's like, man, sir, like, I can't believe you.
No. It's obvious. Obviously, she told you something because you want everybody to walk away. Mira hit me. She said, Mama, I was out there trying to help Daddy, but he told me to leave. I said, what the hell happened? He trying to hide something. Okay.
I didn't have nothing. That was personal. Between me and my psych doctor.
Anyway, we just wanted to kind of like jump in and just have some fun with y'all tonight.
The Psychtest was dope. It was really needed.
Yeah, it was.
After she get her counseling, I think we may consider marriage counseling.
No, she said.
If you're a marriage counselor, if you know a good marriage counselor in Atlanta, I would consider doing it.
You're never too big for something
like we
that.
in this thing for the long run. We in this thing 18 years so far. And so,
but y'all just continue to watch
18 of them years we've been fat. And so I'm ready to see what life's like. No, I can't wait to have a sex after VSG video. So, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But
thank you all so much for subscribing.
Please, not just subscribe.
Share.
Click the bell. Share the video. Like we're trying to do something positive between us.
Yeah.
Comment below.
IG is AE Sleeve.
Email us. We got a lot of questions, and we're gonna get to a question answer period video very soon about relationships like that. Not just the VSG. This channel is for marriage.
It's gonna be about everything.
Relationships, surgery, and a lot more. So if you have any questions for us, email us at aesleeve@gmail.com. If you want to talk to us about the VSG process outside of social media, email us and we'll get in contact with you. Shout out to we have a few people that just had this surgery. I think Tony, she's on the she commented. My guy on IG, I can't think of his name right now. His wife, we can do it in this video. Every time it's time for us to do a shout out, I keep forgetting people. So, but shout out to everyone who just had a sleeve, man. Congrats to y'all. Hope y'all healed up and get ready.
If we commented on your IG, like your post or whatever it was it a post?
Post, yeah.
Before and after? I
think his name was Tony. Shout out to Tony that comment on YouTube.
I don't remember.
So, but yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, follow, share, comment, show us some love, and keep the negativity aside. And again, don't be scared of the psych test. Embrace the psych test. The psych test is needed.
Check out Dr. Titus Duncan.
Dr. Duncan, he's a great doctor. Check out Connie Stapleton. Again, check with your insurance provider. Every insurance provider is different. Maybe you don't have to go through a psych test. I think it was well needed. And we're going to go out tonight and watch some more videos.
Like that.
Man, I'm just playing. But shout out to everyone, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share, like, follow us on IG, AE Sleeve. We love y'all. We out.
Peace.